And sometimes we have to compromise with things where we feel like we should have had. Looks aren't everything. Hello. You know what I mean? Just because he may not have the corporate 9 to 5 job and he's wearing a suit doesn't mean that he's not for you, or doesn't mean that she's not for you, or doesn't mean that they're not a good person. They still making money. They're still trying to succeed. They're still trying to be somebody in life. We got to stop looking at that outer. Stop doing that. We got to stop looking at the outer and look at people's inner. Look at their heart. Look at their mind. Look at their soul. Look at, man, their drive. Bottom line, stop expecting so much out of people. Let things flow, let things be natural, and allow things to flow. When you allow things to be flow, when you allow things to be sorry, when you allow things to flow and be organic, man, you start to wonder, well, how did this even happen? Because you allowed life to flow. You didn't put expectations. And when you lowering your standards is dealing with someone who may treat you bad, or may mistreat you, or may misuse you, or may use what you have or control you. But you're lowering your standards because you want somebody so bad. You want someone so bad that you're putting yourself last. And so you end up lowering your standards because you want to be loved so bad. You want to be in a relationship so bad. So many times we break up and we don't heal. We gotta heal. We have to heal. We gotta heal those wounds, because if you don't heal those wounds, you're gonna bring the issues that you have from Sally and JoJo into the next relationship, and now you wondering why you and your new boo is arguing so much. Well, you didn't allow yourself to heal. You didn't allow yourself to grow from that. That's not fair. That is not fair, to bring brokenness into a relationship that can be something great, that can blossom, that can be beautiful. Take time to focus on yourself. I promise you, it is the most beautiful thing. And one thing that I've learned about being celibate is there's nothing wrong with it. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, because there are some men out there that want to wait. If you want to wait, do it. If you want to be celibate, if you want to wait to marriage, do it. Somebody eventually is going to honor that. Somebody is eventually going to say, wow, that's a beautiful thing. Think about that. Like, I've had guys like say, man, I can't really be with you because I'm not on that level that you're on, but I respect that. And that's amazing. And somebody's going to love you. To think that, man, nobody has touched you. You haven't done anything. When I say celibacy to me is no sex, no penetration, no oral, no masturbation, no nothing. Pure nothing at all. Waiting till marriage. That's what I mean when, for me, celibacy, not doing anything. And people are like, well, why are you not doing anything? Because I feel like I want to share every climax. I want to share every experience. I want to share every intimate experience with somebody special. That's what the Bible talks about as being sacred. It is honoring that. It is honoring waiting. Is honoring the power of focusing, because sex can be a distraction, because sometimes when you are masturbating or when you're doing oral, or etc., you can sometimes, like, how do I say it, like, you can be doing it so much, or maybe be addicted to the point where when you get with somebody, it takes the fun out of it. It takes the climax. It takes the high off of it, because you done it so many daggone times. You didn't just, Lord Jesus, you done it so many times. So for me personally, and this is not to downplay anybody who is out there that's doing them. Do your thing. If it works for you, works for you. But I know for me, I know that for my journey that this is something that I always wanted to do, and that every relationship that I was dealing with, whether they were a believer of Christ or not, and I was giving myself away, it just wasn't working out. And I knew that I was giving myself away too much for people that just didn't deserve me. So for me, that is what celibacy means. And people are like, well, what's the difference of celibacy and abstinent? Abstinent is when you take some time to not date, well, not date, but take some time to not have sex, and you figure out when you're ready to let somebody in. And celibacy is more so of religious reasons why, of waiting till marriage, of honoring that, what the Bible says about that, and not breaking that, and allowing yourself to be celibate until marriage. So abstinent and celibacy are two different things. Abstinent is like taking a break and then feeling like, okay, you're ready. And then celibacy is more of a faith background, a Christian background, a religious background. I know some people who are not religious or not Christian, or who are in other religions that are practicing celibacy, waiting till marriage. So it's not necessarily Christianity. But for me, I'm a Christian, so that's what I believe. That's what I go off of. And so the Bible talks about waiting and how to, not lust over people and not get so caught up in that. And so at 24, it's hard because I'm getting older. And I'm like, okay, well, where you at? Like, why can't I find somebody? Everybody around me is getting married. Everybody is having children. Everyone is living their life. And sometimes it's just not supposed to be like that. We put age and say, okay, at 25, I'm supposed to be married. At 25, I'm supposed to be engaged. Or at 30, I'm supposed to. That is not real. Because everybody's life is different. Everybody goes through different things. So you can't put a time limit on life. There's so many people that have been successful at 50, at 60, at 12, at 13. I mean, look at all these people that are on YouTube. Look at all these people that are successful. Do you think they knew that at 21 or 25 or at 30 or 35 or whatever their age was that they were going to be successful? No. Stop putting a time limit on things and just focus on what you got to do and let everything flow. I realized that in the season of being singleness that I cannot put a time limit on things, and that maybe I'm not ready yet. Maybe I still have to prepare myself. Maybe you still have to prepare yourself. Maybe your relationship hasn't came because you still have a lot of work to do. Or maybe the person that's supposed to be for you is still working on themselves. And they're not ready to be the person that you need them to be. So you got to be patient. We got to stop being selfish and realize that we have to calm down. And we have to realize that you don't know what the other person is going through. You don't know what your soulmate is dealing with at the time and why God hasn't brought them to you yet. We don't think about that, do we now? We don't. So it is important that I keep this journey and that I continue to acknowledge that. See, a lot of people who are faith-based and young are afraid to be celibate, or are afraid to say they're celibate, or are afraid to want to be celibate. And what I want to say to the people that are thinking about being celibate, whether you're religious or not, or spiritual, I hate saying religious, spiritual or not, whether you want to take some time to be abstinent or be celibate, take all the time that you need. Know that you are worthy of love, unconditional love. Know that somebody is going to treat you and honor that and cherish that. Somebody who sees your worth is not going to walk away. They're going to love that. They're gonna appreciate that. So don't be afraid. Don't young girls, young men, women, men, do not be afraid to want to be celibate, to want to be single, to want to take some time to know who you are. That is the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself and for your future and for your future partner. That is the most beautiful thing you can do, is focus on yourself and prepare yourself to be the best person for yourself. Like I said, number one, for yourself. You cannot be broken and expect to be the best you for somebody. If you're not good to yourself, you're not going to be good to nobody else. So it is important, ladies and men who are single, who have just broken up with somebody, to take the time to focus on yourself, to take the time to know who you are, to take the time to love yourself unconditionally. Man, I realize so much about myself. I realize what I like and what I don't like in a relationship, in a partner. What I don't like about myself, what I need to change. My attitude was nasty and still can be sometimes. Let's be honest, can be nasty sometimes. My tone can be stank. Okay? But I realized that some things I needed to change. And not necessarily for somebody else, but for me to elevate and to succeed in life. I had to realize that. You can't be stuck in your ways sometimes. We're so stuck in our ways. And we got to be able to allow growth to happen in our lives. We got to be able to allow ourselves to blossom into this beautiful sunflower, into this beautiful person, into this beautiful creation. And it's so important that we do that. It is so important that we do that. And so for the people that are wanting to wait or wanting to focus on themselves, or are dating or getting back into the dating scene, know your worth. Practice that. Know what you want in a relationship. And I realized that. I realized, like, I'm okay with being okay. I'm okay with being single because I know this is a temporary situation. I know that eventually my soulmate will come. I know eventually somebody's going to love me the way I need to be loved. I know that eventually God is going to give me somebody that is going to cherish me. See, God gives us what we want and a little splash of what we need, because sometimes we ask for stuff that we just really don't need, and that stuff that's just unnecessary. Honey, no, you don't need that. Nope, I got something better. Allow God to do everything in your life and work it out. Focus on yourself. And if you're not spiritual, allow yourself to focus on you. Allow yourself to give yourself time. Give yourself time. Time is a beautiful thing. We get so stuck in, oh my God, like, this is taking forever. Man, I've been single for a year. And even me, I'm like, dang, I've been single for 2 years. This is the longest that I've ever been single. This is the longest that have been celibate. I've never been celibate. This is the longest that I've not had sex, not done any sexual activity. And I've learned so much about myself. I've loved myself. And I've gotten to know who I am. I've gotten to know who Sean is. Inside and out, I love myself unconditional. There's nothing that you can do that's going to break me. There's nothing that you can say that's going to hurt me, because I know who I am. When you know who you are, that don't even bother you. Just let it roll off and say, okay, thank you so much, God bless, and keep it moving, because you know who you are. See, people always want to try to bring you down. People always want to try to see you not be successful in life, especially when you're trying to change, especially when they see that you're trying to be positive, especially when they see that the negative situation is becoming a positive situation. People don't want to see that. People want to see you down and out. So know who you are. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know that you are a beautiful creature. Know that God created you just the way you are, beautifully. Beautiful. You are beautiful. Man and woman, you are beautiful. You deserve love. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to give love. But it is His timing. God's timing is everything. Know that you do not have to lower your standards. You do not have to give your cookie, your sausage up if you don't want to. Know that. Know that you don't have to feel peer pressured. Know that somebody's going to honor that. Please know that. Please know that somebody's going to love you for you. If that's the goal that you want to do, somebody's going to love you for you. And I realize that somebody's going to love me for me with all my flaws, with all my smart comments sometimes. I'm a work in progress. We're all work in progress. We're always growing. We're always elevating. Always elevating. So if you're young and you're single and you want somebody, and not necessarily just being celibate, but if you're young and single and you're waiting, you're wanting somebody, know that it's going to come. You're not going to be single forever. It's going to be a temporary situation. You're going to look back at this and say, wow, that happened so fast. Man, look at me. Like, look at my man. He looking kind of fine. Look at my woman. She looking fine. And you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh at, wow. I remember when I was single and I was so stressed because I didn't have somebody. But look at it now. Every situation that you go through is temporary. So in your time of being single, date. Figure out what you like. Figure out what you don't like. Change your atmosphere. Heal yourself, because when you heal yourself and when you take time to focus on yourself, you'll stop attracting the same type of people that you were attracting. See, I didn't realize that I was attracting the same type of people, not even realizing they were all different looking. They all looked different, but there was something in them that were the same, and they were attracted to my brokenness, and I was attracted to theirs because I wasn't whole and they weren't whole. So please be whole within yourself. Practice loving yourself, encouraging yourself, looking in the mirror and saying, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm going to get through this. Man, I may not have everything that I may not have everything that I want in life. I may not have all the success or the right career, or I may still be in school, but man, I'm alive. And I can hear and I can see and I can walk and I can interact, and I'm grateful. So know that everything works if you let it flow naturally. If you see, the thing is, we don't realize when we focus on ourselves and we do what we got to do, we got to start being busy with our careers that we said we wanted. Take it by the hand and grab that. We got to be focused on the things that we want. And once you start being focused on the things that you want, say you want to lose weight and you're getting back in the groove. I've realized that, exercising helps with confidence. You know what I mean? Sometimes people feel like they don't like the way they look, so they start to exercise and they start to see results and they say, wow, I feel confident in myself. When you start to love yourself unconditionally, when you just start to focus on yourself, that's when things start to happen. That's when love comes into play. That's when you find each other, because you're focusing on yourself. And because you're not so obsessed and you're not so stressed about, I need the ring. Oh, man, I'm a size 7. Let me tell every man that I meet. No. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. And then that man and that woman will come. And you'll be like, whoa. I wasn't even expecting you to come at this time. I wasn't even sweating you. I wasn't even thinking about you. I wasn't even wanting a relationship. But look who you are. Wow, you came. So know that. Know that you have to do the work if you want to be in a healthy relationship. And we're going to talk more about that. What does that look like, a healthy relationship, in another episode. If you want to be in a healthy relationship, if you want love, if you want unconditional love, you gotta heal. You gotta fix the broken pieces within yourself, because you can't expect anybody to love you if you don't love yourself. And I feel like for me, what I'm looking for in a marriage, in a relationship, is someone to love me unconditionally, someone that sees my heart, someone who is God-fearing, someone who's going to pray with me, someone who's going to uplift me when I'm down, somebody who's going to speak life into me, and vice versa, somebody who understands me, someone who's just my best friend. We got to know that when we are dating and when we start to like someone, you got to build a foundation first. A friendship is so important. So for me, it's important that when that person comes, that we're both emotionally, mentally, and spiritually connected. And for me, spiritually connected is the most important thing. The most important thing. I put my faith before anything that I do. Anything that I do, I put my faith in God first. And so people ask me, well, how do you know if when you're ready, or how do you know that this is the one? For me, I feel like there's always gonna be confirmations. There's always gonna be signs that tell you, okay, this is the person for you. Things that you've asked for, things that you prayed for, or characteristics that you want in life. The way they treat you, the way they look at you. You'll know. But in order to know, you gotta focus on yourself. In order to know, you gotta know your worth. Because when you know your worth, you're not gonna have anybody come step to you. You're not gonna have anybody just say, "Oh, what's up, ma? I'm trying to get your number. No, you gotta come correct, honey. Come correct, or don't come correct at all. Period, poo. Woo. Hello. Come correct. I am a woman. Know how to speak to me. Know how to walk in the room and own that. And say, man, that woman is a confident woman and I want her. I see something in her. I see greatness in her. I see myself in her. I see Christ in her. And I want that. I see Christ in him. And I want that. I see how confident he is and I want that. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta take time. Take time, because a lot of people, like, what I realize with being single is, because I know my worth and because I know who I am, a lot of people are intimidated by that. A lot of men are intimidated by it, and it's because and it's not necessarily they're men, they're little boys, because a man is gonna know a confident woman. A man is going to know how to approach a woman and how to treat her like a queen. A little boy, honey, is just going to be flustered and all over the place and don't know what to do and don't know what to say. And if you don't give him the right answer that he wants, he going to get out of character. And so, because I've taken this time to work on myself and to get the healing I need, I carry myself different. My head is up high. It's held up high. I walk with confidence. You cannot come to me any type of way. You can't talk to me any type of way. You have to respect me. I am a queen. So respect me in that way. Come correct in that way. Women too. Women, we gotta realize that there's some kings out here. Not every guy is a bad guy. Not every guy is an ain't man. Okay? Not every guy is like that. Not every guy is like your past. Not every guy is like your last relationship. Not every guy is like your father that walked away from you. Not every guy is going to hurt you, but you gotta know when to give the right person your love. There's a lot of kings out there that want a good woman, that want to love. But Sometimes because it's so rare nowadays, which is so sad, to find a good man, to find a good woman, what ends up happening is we could potentially find somebody who's great, but we end up messing it up because our insecurities and because of the society that we live in. It's like there's no way that you're truthful. There's no way that you're waiting till marriage. There's no way that you're not having sex. There's no way that you've been in a relationship for 2 years. There's no way that nobody's hitting you up. We have to take a step back and not let society and not let social media control our life and finding love and loving and being in love and not allow that to control our destiny, because social media is a big part of our everyday lives nowadays. We have Instagram, we have live apps where you can go on live and talk to people. We have Snapchat where we see Facebook, all these new apps where we see people in love and, oh my God, relationship goals. And, dang, like he done just wrote a whole daggone speech. And man, if I get married, if if my man is not crying, then, you know what I mean? We have all these things in our head, like, we have to realize that when we look at things in social media, sometimes we don't even realize if that stuff is really real and if it's not real. Number one. And we have to realize it's okay to admire somebody else's relationship. It's okay to admire and want that. But you have to understand that you got to create that for yourself, because that's their love. That's their story. You got to create your own story with somebody that you love. Right? So it's okay to admire, but don't say, man, I want to be like so-and-so and that, because you don't know what they've been through. You don't know what happens behind closed doors. You don't know if they've been through a lot of heartache and then they're finally where they're able to grow and succeed together. You don't know. Don't stop trying to want to be somebody else or want to be somebody else's relationship goals. Be your own relationship goals. Hello. Can I get an amen? Because be your own relationship goals. Stop trying to be somebody else's goals. Oh, I want to be like, Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry. Oh, man, you don't know what they go through. You don't know their relationship. Their relationship is their relationship. So be patient. Take the time to focus on yourself. Take the time to love yourself. Take the time to do what you have to do to be the best you, so that you can be the best you for somebody else. Know that. Know that you are beautiful. Yeah, we're going to speak life today on this Monday morning. Yeah. Know that you're beautiful. Know that you're worth it. Know that you are deserving of everything that you've asked for. Know that everything that you've asked for and prayed for, everything that you want, all of your dreams, all of your aspirations, all your goals are gonna happen. Just wait. Success doesn't come overnight. Love doesn't come overnight. You gotta embrace every step. You gotta embrace every chapter and love on that, so that you can be able to really appreciate all of the blessings that come when they come. Preparation. Before a blessing, you always have to be prepared. You always have to go through preparation. Remember that. Preparation. And I'm such a believer of mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Can we all just say that? Can we all just take a moment to close our eyes and to realize that our mind, body, and soul have to be connected? Because when your mind, body, and soul is not connected, you cannot function the way you want to be, because everything is just all jumbled up. So we're going to take the time on this Monday to say and close our eyes and breathe in and breathe out. And we're going to say mind, body, and soul equals one connection. Mind, body, and soul equals one connection. Please know that you are an amazing person. Please know that I'm rooting for you. Please know that I want you to succeed. Please know that your dreams and everything that you want are going to happen. Timing. Take time, patience. Focus on yourself. Love yourself. Don't get distracted with things that don't matter. Don't get distracted with negativity. If somebody is not wanting to be there, somebody doesn't love you, somebody doesn't cherish you, it's okay to walk away. You will not be single forever. This is a temporary situation. You will not deal with a heartache forever. We got to realize that. We fall in and out of love all the time. That's the beautiful thing about love. A beautiful thing about life. And I think we fall in and out of love because we have to get to a point where we finally meet the person that's for us. We finally meet our soulmate. So sometimes we got to date people and get hurt. But to use that hurt and to learn from it so that we can be the best person that they need us to be for us, for them, and for the whole of the relationship. Please, please, please be patient. Please know that things are going to work out. So I just want to let everybody know mind, body, and soul is so important. Please start to do that in the morning, at night. Just close your eyes and say mind, body, and soul equals one connection. Mind, body, and soul equals one connection. Know that. I just want to make sure that I touched on everything before we end this segment. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns or comments, please make sure to reach out. You can always reach me on Instagram at the sunflowerchild __. You can reach me on Snapchat at Miss Davis with 4 S's. You can reach me on YouTube on commenting. So please know that I want to help you. I want to encourage you. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad. My goal is to make sure that we get the healing that we need, that we focus on ourselves together. This is a journey. You're not in this alone. I'm in this with you. You're not in this by yourself. Know that. Know that there's millions and thousands of people who are single, who are dealing with feeling lonely or feeling afraid, feeling like they're not good enough. You are good enough. You are good enough. You're more than good enough. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of respect. You don't have to take the disrespect. You don't have to be mistreated. You can walk away. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. Yeah. Put yourself first. So, know that this is a safe spot for you. That my podcast is a safe spot for you. That you can be yourself and that you're not judged. And that I'm here rooting you on. Even if I don't know you, even if you don't know me, I'm rooting you on. Know that somebody is praying for you. Know that somebody is wanting you to succeed, wanting you to get the healing that you need. Know that we are going to grow. We're going to blossom into that beautiful sunflower. I want everybody to comment and put sunflower emojis on here. No, so I can know that y'all are rocking with me. This is a journey for me. Trust me, I struggle with being single. I struggle with being celibate. But I've realized how much I've grown, how much I love myself, how much I appreciate myself so much. And I had to do that for myself. But I'm still human. And I'm still fearful sometimes, and I'm still sad sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, dang, they're a cute couple, like I can't wait for that to happen. But I have to realize it's gonna happen. It's just not my timing yet. Maybe it's not your timing because you have things that you need to focus on, your career wise, and maybe if you had a boyfriend or girlfriend that would distract you. Hello. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe they're not ready. So know that in due time, everything will work out in your favor. Just keep hope alive and keep doing what you gotta do. Keep the healing that you gotta do for yourself, whatever that looks like. And I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. I'm not necessarily you have to do what I have to do. But I thought it was important that I come on here and introduce myself and open up about being single, about being celibate, about being young and feeling like, man, feeling like I'm rushed or feeling like I need to find somebody, or I'm 24 about to turn 25